Sorry about that. I wanted to go into a serious conversation on a serious subject. For survivors of sexual abuse, victims, people who might be going through it now, my heart goes out to you. I completely empathize. Being a survivor of sexual abuse myself as a child, I'm hoping people will see this. I'm hoping the right people will see this. Because consequences are coming. Repercussions are coming. The past is coming. When I was about 6 or 7, roughly, there was a neighborhood child. His name is Chance Powell. When I was young, I was impressionable. He was a few years older than I was. Now, before I go any further, I don't blame him 100%. I blame him 90%. Because obviously somebody did something to him first. But my problem being, having been through that himself, should have known what it could have, would have, and would do to somebody else had he performed the same act on another child younger than him. Being a survivor of sexual abuse, I never touched a child. I never thought about touching a child. I never acted on any impulses because I know the pain and I know what it would cause, the victim. So, about 6 or 7, I'd say. Maybe a little bit younger, I don't remember. He molested me. When I say molested, I mean penetration, oral, things of that nature. I didn't know any better. I didn't know what was going on. He knew what he was doing. He knew to an extent exactly what he was doing. Forcing himself upon me and penetrating me. And during sleepovers at his house, he would allow his dog, which I believe was a Dachshund, like a little wiener dog, to chew on my private area at night when I was asleep. And then he would joke about it the next day, or the following morning, and I would go to the bathroom to urinate, and I'd look down, and there'd be teeth marks all over my private area. So not only did he, do what he did, but he also allowed his dog to chew on my private area. Now, like I said, 90% blame goes to him. If you are a victim or a survivor of sexual abuse and somebody performs heinous acts upon you, then you have that in your mind and in your memory and your feelings, that why would I want to pass that on to somebody else? Why would I want somebody else to feel what I feel? Now, you could say he did it because he wanted to feel some kind of relief or release from having experienced it himself, but that's not the case. After me, he went to somebody else. I know for 100% fact that this person is very close to me, and he went right to that person after I guess, wasn't suited enough for him. You know, there'd be times at night when my parents would be home and he'd be in my bedroom, and he'd force himself upon me and penetrate me. You know, there'd be times where, you know, I might be misconstrued, but I do know or believe that there were oral acts upon myself or him by me. And that's not right. He was old enough to know better. If he had experienced it from his brothers, Michael Powell, Joey Powell, then he would know that it would not be a good thing to pass on to somebody else. I know the feeling. I've been through that. I would have never put anybody through that, ever, knowing what I know. Again, to reiterate, sleepovers, he would allow his dog, which was a Dachshund, I believe, to chew upon my private area for whatever reason. I guess because he thought it was funny, because he's a sick, twisted, pedophile, disgusting individual. I don't know what else he did to me while I was sleeping. I don't know what else he might have had me have done to him. But I do know he was a few years older than I was at the time. And he knew better. I think he did it because he liked it. He did it because he enjoyed the feeling of domination, the feeling of sexual gratification, because I wasn't his only victim. As I mentioned previously, he moved on to somebody else close to me after he was done with me. There's other aspects I could get into, but I'm not going to because it has nothing to do with the relevancy of this issue. But I do put this out here, and I will post, share, repost, post on YouTube every day until I get a response from somebody that knows him or from himself personally. Chance Powell. Brothers Joey and Michael Powell. I'm not afraid of repercussions. If you knew my life and what I've lived through, where I'm at now, and the fact that he stole my childhood from me, then you would realize that I don't care about repercussions. I'm not talking physicality. I'm not talking laying hands. But there will be justice. there will be repercussions. Chance Powell, Somerville, South Carolina. Clemson Terrace, Colquitt Street. I have, and it was pretty easy to find. I have his exact address, street number, trailer/house location. I know where his family lives, and I know exactly where they live. I know one of his brothers is in prison or jail, probably for the R word of a child or an animal, because Joey Powell was a disgusting human being, is a disgusting human being. He probably liked to play with animals. I remember they were hunters. His dad was a hunter, and his brothers would go out, and Chance would go out with them. And I know they had hunting dogs. So probabilities are, strong probability is either Joey or Michael or both even would go out to the pens at night or early in the morning before the hunting trip and would probably molest the dogs, because that's how sick and twisted they are. They would probably penetrate the dogs. In all seriousness, I'm not being facetious, hyperbolic, I'm not exaggerating. This family is twisted, disgusting, more than likely, I would say 65 to 70% incestuous. I know his mom and dad are gone, and I'm sorry for that. I have nothing to say about that. I'm not going to be disrespectful to the deceased. But to the ones that are living now, the family members that are living on Colquitt Street, along with Chance Powell, who lives on Colquitt Street as well, around the bend, in Clemson Terrace, in Somerville, South Carolina, 29483. And very easy to find. Chances are he's still living there. I mean, he has nowhere else to go. He stays close to his family. And the really heartbreaking part that really gets me to the core is that he's married and he has daughters. Now, years ago, when they were children, he probably molested them as well. More than likely, I'd say 80 to 95% molested his own children, because I wasn't his only victim. The person close to me wasn't his only victim. I'm sure throughout the years he had many victims. Many. And I'm sure without a doubt his own children, this disgusting, pedophile, twisted, sadistic fuck, probably, more than likely, molested his own daughters. Did the mother know? I don't know. I can't say because I wasn't there. But Chance Powell of Clemson Terrace on Colquitt Street in Somerville, South Carolina 29483. I know your precise street address. I know exactly where you live. You will see my name. You will know who I am. You may not remember me. You may not recall me. You may not even know who I am, like I said. But you will know me. Because you will remember me. And I will make sure that everybody knows who you are. What type of person you are. What you've done. What you do. What you did. Chance Powell. I could give you street address out right now if I wanted to. If I could find an image of your fucked up, disgusting, pedophilic face, I would post it everywhere. But luckily for you, I cannot find an image of your face, or else I would. This is a long video, as it should be. To all the victims out there of anybody from sexual abuse and molestation, you know exactly where I'm coming from. You know the anger that's inside. It's taken this long to finally figure out what to do, how to do it, and what I would do, what I will do. I'm sorry. No threats. This is for entertainment purposes only. But if I were to make a movie of my life now, and everybody likes a good horror movie. Everybody likes a good torture porn movie. Chance, when I see you, if I ever see you, there's going to be a lot of not physical pain. I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to punch you. I'm not going to stab you. I'm not going to kill you. I have no plans on harming you. But psychologically, I will put you through hell. I will torment you. I will make you wish that you were dead. You will pay for everything that you've ever done to me and any other victim that you've had in your lifetime. Chance Powell. I do know your street address starts with a 1 and ends with a 3. I do know you still live on Colquitt Street. I still know you live in Clemson Terrace in Somerville, South Carolina. Come after me. Respond to me. Have your family members make empty threats to me via Facebook. You won't find my phone number. You won't find my address. If you do find my address, then I welcome you to come and try. Because I have parents and my dad has a safe full of guns. And he probably would not hesitate to shoot you on sight if you trespass or tried anything stupid. But I do know your address. And one day, when you least expect it, you will see me. I will catch you by yourself. Everybody will know who you are. Everybody will know how fucked up your family is, excluding your deceased mother and father. Everybody will know that your brothers, Michael and Joey Powell, were into bestiality and pedophilia. Torture porn, probably. Every day I will repost this to YouTube and Facebook. I don't mess with any other platforms, so you don't have to worry about that. But just know your past is coming for you. No threats intended. Well, not intentionally anyways. But you will see this eventually. Somebody you know will see this eventually. You will find out about this eventually. And I welcome you to come at me. I welcome you to try to come at me. I urge you to come at me. I want you to try to exact some kind of vengeance, some kind of something or other. I expect it from someone like you. Chance Powell, Joey Powell, Michael Powell, the whole Powell family on Colquitt Street in Somerville, South Carolina, 29483. Pedophiles, bestiality, probably necrophilia, probably everything you can think of, probably incestuous. They probably have family orgies together every night together. They're probably in the yard and drink beers and talk about good things and getting together and getting some of that good. Probably involving children. Probably involving younger adults. Because they're a sick, twisted, disgusting, despicable, unfathomably just disgusting family. Deceased excluded only. Living included. Living relatives. Living family members. Exclusively in Clemson Terrace. Who know what Chance has done. What Chance is capable of doing. What type of person Chance is, really. It's a shame it's taken this long to get here. For me to come out and call you out. Not just for me, but for all your other victims. For your daughters. For your friends. Or not your friends, I'm sorry. Your victims. For the friends that you had while you were growing up who probably participated in some of your disgusting sexual activities. Like Michael Whaley, If he's still alive, if he's still around, I don't know, I don't care. He's a piece of shit too. All of your friends you ever had when you were younger, when I was around, were all stupid fucks. I don't care how strong they are. I don't care how violent they can get. I don't care what they think they can do to me. Because there's nothing anybody can do to me anymore. I have an untreatable condition. I don't care about anything anymore. So I'm calling all of you out. Stephen Grooms, I know you're a big, muscle-bound, steroid abusing freak. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how strong you think you are. I'm fucked up in the head. I have an incurable mental disease. I have things to live for. But at this point in my life, I don't care. I'm cleaning up house. I'm getting rid of some of the skeletons in my closet. Stephen Grooms and Michael Whaley, Chance Powell, Joey Powell, who might be in prison for R-wording a child or somebody unwilling to take his small acorn-sized little pecker, so he had to force himself upon somebody like the disgusting freak he is. Or like Michael Powell, who's probably a molester too, like his brother Chance. Actually, he might be a molester, a Chester molester, because Chance learned it from somebody, and he took it and he ran with it. And I'm calling all of you sick motherfuckers out. And everybody who sees this, who knows your name, who knows you as a friend, as a confidant, someone who's close to them, who doesn't know who you are or your past, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. I have no reason to lie. I'm seeking experimental therapeutic treatments which could lead to possible intrusive therapy, which would mean brain surgery. I'm not going to get into detail about anything, but this is where I am. Brain surgery is where I'm heading. So if you think I give two fucks about any of you sick motherfuckers out there that are friends of these disgusting individuals who are rapists, pedophiles, disgusting, incestuous, human, I wouldn't even call them human, subhuman piles of garbage. Come after me. Like I said, if you find me, I have a safe full of guns that I will not hesitate to use to blow your head away if you trespass on my property. You won't see me coming at all. You won't know when, and you won't know how. But I will be coming after you, Chance. That is a guarantee. Because at this stage in my life, I don't make threats. I deliver. I don't use violence. I have no need for it. I have no use for it. I implicate psychological, horrific torture. This will be everywhere. You will not get away from this. Repercussion has begun. Retribution has begun. You, your family, your time is coming to an end of your disgusting ways. Like a thief in the night, you'll never see me coming at all. So, if I were you, Chance Powell, I would urge you to research severe anxiety disorder, treatment-resistant depression, medication resistance, untreatable mental illnesses, the effects it can have on an individual that has that condition, the things that can happen when that person has a condition that has to seek out extreme, untested therapeutic resources. When a person is medication resistant, it means that medication has no effect on them whatsoever. So I urge you to research this. Justice is coming. Karma is coming. A storm of the likes of which you've never seen is coming. I say this now on record. I am severely mentally unwell. I have severe mental anxiety disorder, as well as PTSD, severe depression, treatment resistance, medication resistance. The things that I say on this video are not intended to be threatening. They're not intended to come to fruition. They are simply me speaking my mind at this time and this moment. For those who see this video, for anybody who might pass this video on to the law officials, I am seeking treatment. This is not intended as a threat. This is me, mentally unwell and unfit, speaking my mind and the thoughts as they occur in my brain. And that I urge the research of severe anxiety disorder and untreatable mental disorders. Again, This is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you for your attention to this matter.